What's going on YouTube? This is John back with the Idle Income channel. In this video I'm going to go over how you can write a blog post using Jarvis, and let's hop right into it. So I'm going to hit start from scratch. Alright, so first thing I'm going to do is choose a niche, and I already went ahead predetermined before this video that I'm going to go with weightlifting. So one big word within weightlifting is tricep. So I'm going to go within Keyword Chef, which is another popular tool that I use. And as you can see, I typed in tricep already and searched it. And this gives you different keywords that you could possibly rank for. And on the side, there's a SERP score, and the higher the score, the more of a chance you have to rank. So as you can see, this one is 6, and the reasoning as to why you can rank ahead of other people is because most of the results are forums. So you see Quora, you see Reddit, forumbodybuilding.com, and so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and see how fast we could write this blog post. Why is my left tricep bigger? So what we're going to do is we're going to copy it. We're going to go over to Jasper, and we're gonna paste it. Now we're gonna turn it into a title. Why is my left tricep bigger? We're gonna do complete guide, and then we're gonna change this my to your. So complete guide, why is your left tricep bigger? Boom, we're going to turn that into a title. Hold on. Alright, now what we need is an intro paragraph. So we're going to copy the question into a little tool, which is the blog post intro paragraph. So I already did this last night, so we're going to go down and look at the results. There's one that stands out. Alright, this one. Have you ever looked at your arm and noticed that one arm appears to be bigger than the other? It's not just an optical illusion. Sometimes one arm is actually bigger than the other, but why is that? What can cause one tricep to be significantly bigger than the other? Is there a way to fix it? Blah, 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 blah. So I'm going to use this one. I'm going to plug this in. We're going to see how fast I can write a blog post, 750 to 1,000 words. So we have that. We're going to spread this out a little bit. Now we're going to put answer to the question, why is your left tricep bigger? Okay, now we're going to turn that to an H2. And what we're going to do is we're going to go into Google with the search, and we're going to go into the Quora result, and we're going to read some responses from people just to get a little bit of searchers' intent to see what the answer is, and then we'll go from there. Let's see. So here's one answer. It says particularly shot putters, discus throwers, javelin throwers, baseball pitchers, football quarterbacks. So that's part of the answer. We're going to start with a more basic answer though. So you're obviously using your dominant hand and arm in other daily activities. It is a very common occurrence. So that's another one. Your left arm might be dominant. So what we're going to do is we're going to start out like this. We're going to say there are a few different reasons why your left tricep may be bigger than your right. Below we will go over a few of them. So now we're going to do H3s. We're going to type in dominant hand. We're going to make that an H3. Your dominant hand, and then we're going to let Jasper do the work here. So your dominant hand is usually stronger than your non-dominant hand. This is because you use it more often and it gets more of a workout. If you're right-handed, then your right tricep is probably bigger than your left. This is because you're using it more often throughout the day to do things like open doors, pick up objects, draw, etc. And then let's see if it gives me another reason. Workout routine. Okay. So we're going to make that an H3 and we're going to see what they have to say. Your workout routine can also contribute to one arm being bigger than the other. If you're doing exercises that focus on one side more than the other, then that side is going to get bigger. For example, if you're doing bicep curls with dumbbells and you always start with your right arm, then your right bicep is going to be stronger and bigger than your left. The same goes for tricep exercises. If you're doing more exercises that focus on the right side, see, no, that isn't really a good explanation, so we're going to get rid of that. But workout routine is a good answer. We're going to say sometimes you tend to focus more on one arm while doing exercises. The mind-muscle connection is very important when working out. So if you're focusing on your right arm, then your right tricep will get more of a workout than your left. This can lead to your right tricep being bigger than your left, or vice versa. Another one is injury. Okay, so if you've ever injured your left arm, then it's possible that it's not as strong as it once was. See, I don't know why it's reversing it. So if you've injured your right arm, then that could be the reason why your left arm is bigger. This is because you're using your left arm more to compensate for the injured right arm. Then we're going to go with certain specific sports positions, as we saw in Quora. So positions like pitcher, quarterback. Let's see what else it gives us. In tennis, required to use one arm more than the other. So if you play any of these sports, that could be why your left tricep is bigger than your right. So, and then it throws in medical conditions. There are certain medical conditions that can cause one arm to be bigger than the others. These include conditions like carpal tunnel syndrome, polio, and cerebral palsy, which we would have to fact check because we're not positive if that's true. That's the one thing about Jasper is you really need to make sure you fact check everything before you just go with it. Otherwise, you might end up with an article that's misleading people, which you don't want to do. So the next thing we're going to do is we need more of an outline. So what we're going to do is we're going to type this, we're going to copy this, we're going to go to blog post outline. And I think I already did this. So we're going to look over these. What are the different muscles in your arm? No, we don't need that. What are some common exercises to target each muscle group? Let's see. We are going to put what are some ways you can ensure you are what are some ways to even out lagging muscles? So let's see what they say. If you want to even out your lagging muscles, then there are a few things you can do. Use a mirror. When working out, it's important to use a mirror. This is because you want to make sure you're doing the exercises correctly and that both sides are getting an equal workout. If you're not using a mirror, then you may be inadvertently working one side more than the other. Use resistance bands. Resistance bands are a great way to even out your muscles. They provide resistance to both sides of your body so that both arms could get an equal workout. While you're at home, you can do some extra reps with the arm that lagging behind. Work out with a friend. When you have a workout buddy, they can help make sure that both sides are getting an even workout. They can also offer some motivation to push through those last few reps. Let's see what else. Then we can just put a conclusion in. We already have 543 words. And I can really elaborate on this a lot more. But this is just an example for you guys. So it says there are a few different reasons why your left tricep may be bigger than your right. These include things like your dominant hand, your workout routine, and injuries. There are a few ways that you can even out your muscles, such as using a mirror, resistance bands, or working out with a friend. If you have any medical conditions, no. If you found this blog post helpful, please consider sharing it on social media or with friends that may find it helpful as well. Thanks for reading. So that's 623 words. Now, let's see. How to make your left. The best exercises for increasing tricep size. So you could add that in there if you want to, which I'll do right now real quick. Right there. Now, let's see what it comes up with. Close grip bench press, overhead tricep extension, skull crushers, dips. All right, so what we're going to do is, they didn't really elaborate on these exercises too much. So close grip bench press, we're going to make that an H3, and then we're going to explain what close grip bench press is. Close grip bench press is much like regular bench press, and then once you put this, Jasper will pick up on it and probably give you a good explanation. So close grip bench press is much like regular bench press, but with your hands closer together, which is correct. This exercise works the triceps harder than regular bench press. So we can get rid of this because now Jasper's going to elaborate on every single one of them. Tricep dips. Tricep dips are a great exercise for increasing size and strength in the triceps. You can do this exercise with your body weight or add weight to make it more challenging. Okay, see what else it gives us. Overhead tricep extensions. So overhead tricep extensions are a great exercise for targeting the triceps. You can do this exercise with dumbbells, barbells, or cables. And then we are going to, what else can we add? Tricep kickbacks. It's another. Let's see, tricep kickbacks are a great exercise for targeting the triceps. You can do this exercise with dumbbells or cables. These are just a few of the best exercises for increasing tricep size. Remember to focus on quality over quantity. Do each exercise with proper form and focus on contracting the the tricep throughout the entire range of motion, I'd probably say, yeah. All right, so that's 775 words, and we're at about 15 minutes. So let's see. we can add something else in there. We can put are there any risks to having uneven triceps? And I don't think the answer is yes, but let's see what it comes up with. There are a few risks to having uneven triceps. Below we will go over a few of them. Weakness, pain. If your muscles are uneven, then you may experience pain in the lagging arm. This is because the muscles are trying to compensate for the imbalance. Limited range of motion. If your triceps are imbalanced, then you may have limited range of motion. This is because the stronger arm is doing all the work and the weaker arm isn't getting a workout. Alright, so we're going to stop it right there. Let's turn this to an H3, this to an H3, and this to an H3. So we can clean this article up a little bit, but it's 900 words right off the bat. And that's in 16 minutes. So I hope this showed you the power that Jasper has. It can be a very good tool if you use it the right way. I see a lot of people trying to just let it do all the work, which you can't do because it's not always factual and it doesn't always give you the right information. But if you guide it like I just did, you can definitely get a good blog post out of it. So if you found this helpful, I have a link below for Keyword Chef. I'm working on getting a affiliate link for Jasper, and if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Hit the like button if you found this video helpful, and please subscribe.